Hey, it's John here, and I want to welcome you to this video in which I want to talk to you about getting your music onto Spotify. What I put together for you is a little diagram here that shows the process of placing music onto Spotify. So Spotify is very different from any kind of user-generated content website such as YouTube or SoundCloud, where you just take your song, you upload it, and then it's there. Spotify functions more like an official music store where everything they offer for streaming has to go through a music distributor. So your music is something that you share with the music distributor, and that music distributor gets it onto Spotify and of course Apple Music and Deezer and a bunch of other music stores and streaming platforms. Now, this seems like a complicated process, but the good news is you don't need a record label to do any of this. All right, there are lots of music distributors out there that work with independent music artists. Here's just a quick overview, some of the biggest distributors out there, but there's even lots more beyond this. So what I want to talk about for the rest of the video here is, if you are in this situation, you have your music ready to go, it's not on Spotify yet, then how do you make a decision on which music distributor to select? Because there are so many options. And I recommend sort of two ways that you can explore in finding the right distributor for your music. This is the first one. Spotify actually has a website called their provider directory, where they recommend a couple providers that they work well with, and that includes music distributors. So what you can do is you can go to artist.spotify.com, look up the provider directory and see which of their music distributors they recommend as preferred. But that is not the only option, right? In fact, some artists may find other distributors that are not on this list to be a better fit for them based on the music they make, or based on the frequency in which you're releasing music, and some of the other benefits and services that you're looking for from a distributor. So I also wanted to share with you the second approach of selecting a distributor for your music. The first point is you want to make sure they distribute to Spotify. I know it's pretty obvious, but I still wanted to throw it out there, because there are some distributors that do not distribute to every platform. Then up next, you want to compare costs. Distributors may ask for distribution fees, they might have recurring fees, there might be other fees involved. So look at their fee structure to decide which one's the best option for you. Another question is, are you doing cover songs? Because if you do, you might want to check if they obtain mechanical licenses for you. It makes releasing cover songs a lot easier. If customer support is important, check what they offer. Some distributors offer just email support, some offer chat support, some you might be able to speak to somebody over the phone. So the customer support options differ, and if customer support is important, see what they offer. And then some distributors may try to make you believe that they can get you music on big Spotify playlists. And here's my experience with this, right? Don't fall for it. I haven't heard from any artist who got a big placement out of this. Now, one nuance to this here, there are some distributors that have their own playlists on Spotify. So one example is Symphonic. They have their own set of playlists in different genres, and if you distribute your music to Symphonic, you are obviously invited to pitch to the Symphonic playlists only. There might be some distributors that have similar things going on where they have their own playlist, but don't fall for any distributor telling you they'll get you on big editorial playlists in Spotify. I have not seen it. Now, all of this might make a lot of sense, but you're wondering, well, how can I get all this information together? This sounds like a whole lot of research. Now, there is a resource I want to share with you that makes all of this super, super easy, and it's this here. Ari's Take has an amazing article where Ari maintains this matrix of all the major distributors that work with independent music artists, and it tells you everything from where they're distributed to, their entire fee structure, whether they deal with mechanical licenses. All of this is here, and Ari is doing a great job of keeping this up to date. So every once in a while I get an email from a distributor that they just changed their fees or they launched something new, and I come here and usually like a day later I see this reflected already in this matrix. So if you're looking for a distributor, then this is where I would start here. Ari's Take, fantastic resource to compare and then select the distributor that meets your particular needs. And with this said, go get your music onto Spotify, okay? And then I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Cheers. Want to get your music heard on Spotify with AI? I just launched a brand new video training program called the Spotify Growth Switch, where I show you how to start growing real listeners, real fans, and real streams on Spotify in less than 10 minutes using software and AI. I've used the Spotify Growth Switch system to now grow my music to over 7 million streams and tens of thousands of monthly listeners on Spotify. This works for any music genre. It gets you real fans and listeners super fast. And it's extremely easy to set up, literally just like flipping a spotlight switch for your music. Despite using AI, you don't need to know nothing about tech stuff in order to be successful with this. I've had the tremendous privilege of helping multiple tens of thousands of music artists grow their music on Spotify, many of which have grown to much larger numbers, lots more listeners, lots more streams than I have using the systems that I've taught. Makes me so proud of their success. And so if you want to get more real listeners, real fans, and real streams for your music fast using state-of-the-art software and AI, then click the link below this video and check out the Spotify Growth Switch. I can't wait to help you grow your music on Spotify, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside.